Hey, it's Rick with the Rock Bottom Outreach, and it's Real Talk Monday. All right, we're going to talk about walking in favor with God. And so let's go to Deuteronomy. This is something that I talked about a lot over the weekend, and I love to talk about this for many, many reasons. And so, but let's go to Deuteronomy, and it's in the Old Testament, chapter 5, verse 33. And it says this: walk in obedience to all that the Lord God has commanded you, so that you may live and prosper and prolong your days in the land that you will possess. What does that mean? It means walking in favor with the Lord. Walking with God is what that means. You know, you struggle sometimes and think, man, why does my circumstance never change? Why doesn't work ever change? Why doesn't my romantic life ever change? Why doesn't this change? And so on and so on. Could it be that you're not walking in favor with the Lord? And right now you're like, Rick, tell me more. Kind of elaborate on this. Okay, let's say every day you get up, what's the first thing you go to? Is it Facebook or the Word? It has to do with priorities. Let's talk about relationships. You want a relationship to grow and to be solid. And if you want that, then you've got to conduct your relationship in a way that's God honoring. There's certain things we wait for. There's ways we treat each other. There's things that God would be pleased. So let's talk about your social life. Same deal. Are you doing things? Are you going to places that God could go with you? Would God be pleased? Would God be pleased with the way you as a husband treat your wife and vice versa? Would he be pleased with the way that you treat your children? Understand, character is something that nobody sees, okay? Character is what you have when nobody's looking. That's what true character is. But here's the deal. God is the one person you can't trick, honestly. And so, above all, you can do what you want to make it look good for man, but at the end of the day, who you want that favor from is Jesus Christ. That's exactly it, man. You've got to be walking with Christ in a way that pleases him. The things that come out of your mouth, are they things God would find favor in? The way you treat your neighbor, is it things that God would find favor in? You've got to learn to ask yourself this question. What I'm doing right now, conducting myself in this manner, am I walking in obedience with Lord our God? Am I walking in a way that he would be pleased with? If you hate someone, no, you will not receive favor from the Lord. At work, you're cheating for advancements. You're cheating the time clock. You're ugly to your coworkers. No, that's not favor of the Lord. I will tell you right now, I have a desire above all to please God in everything that I do. And this is true. And so my prayer always from day one was, help me to remain steadfast moving forward. And I'm not perfect all the time. I'm going to make mistakes. But let me tell you why those mistakes hurt so much. Is because I know I've let God down. That's how I feel. I feel I've let God down. Now, whatever I've done, he would not be pleased with. Because I have such a desire to please God. Does your language please God? Does your attitude please God? Man, I'm naming off everything I can. The way you utilize your money, would it please God? Whatever it is, you've got to start asking yourself that. And say, man, whatever you're doing, you want to honor God in it. To say, man, I commit this relationship to God. We want the best in our relationship, so we give it to God. I want the best at work. I want to grow. I want to see doors open that seemed impossible. Man, I want God to be pleased with me. So ending with this, is God pleased with you? Ask yourself. Begin to check yourself. At the state school, we call that a checkup. So here's your checkup for Monday. Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach. Been Real Talk Monday. Bam, baby.